While Gertie recovers from the indignity of having her bum squeezed on TV,
your anal glands are expressed for science.
Her owner also gets hold of some previously obtained dog blood and dog urine, giving her a hat trick of pooch perfume.
Thanks very much for coming in.
You washed that hand, right?
Of course. We'll see ya.
And after an understandably hasty exit, Carrie gets back to the shop where RoboDog is starting to look the real deal.
RoboDog is all coming together. We've got paws, we've got legs. With the head on, it's actually starting to look like a dog.
And thanks to Grant, it's also going to smell like one. Right on cue.
So I have a remote system for deploying the syringes. Whenever we want to put some blood or some urine or some anal secretion in the water to attract the shark, all we have to do is give it some air.
And after Carrie adds a waterproof barking loudspeaker, the team packs him up and sends him to the Bahamas.
You're a good boy, RoboDog.
Who's gonna get a treat when they get to the Bahamas?
That's right, fella. They're gonna throw you in with the sharks. Later, will there be murder in the dark? But next, the magnet repellent test goes full scale.
I'm gonna commence urinating in my wetsuit, okay?
Adam and Jamie are tackling a new shark repelling technology, one with mythical properties. Do magnets really repel sharks?
Wow, that was totally definitive.
So far, they've seen shark pups nervously back off when confronted by a magnetic field. And back at Tiger Beach, Adam and Jamie will put that theory to the test by upsizing the magnets and the sharks.
For the final magnet test, we're going to be dealing with full-size sharks. How we're going to do it is we're going to fill these milk crates with fish that we know that normally the sharks are going to go after. But this time we're going to cover these bait boxes with magnets. I've got big ones, I've got little ones. This box is going to be literally bristling with magnets. If the sharks take this, we'll know magnets don't repel sharks.
Okay, but how do we know if the sharks are behaving out of the ordinary?
For our control test, we're going to need to bring some sharks around and watch them behave around a normal chum box. Oh, yeah. Oh, I got some on my face. If you're wondering how this smells, it's just as bad as you think. Gonna wrap it up like Christmas.
I think we're all set. Got plenty of sharks. Let's do it.
On this control, Adam will observe from underwater, and Jamie will man the comms topside.
I'm in position. Bring in the control bait box.
Safety diver Luke positions the non-magnetic bait box front and center. And with the irresistible aroma of fish guts wafting through the water,
They're like only 2 or 3 feet away from me, and boy, they look hungry.
it's not long before those lemon sharks come smacking.
Now you're swimming away the entire boat. Oh, I just got a beautiful hit, Jamie, and a terrific hit on the control. Over.
Okay, Adam, I think it's time to swap the control bait box with a magnetic one.
That's perfect, Jamie. Let's see how they do with the magnets. Over.
Okay, so we've done the control. The sharks had no problem at all attacking the regular, unmodified bait box. Now it's time to swap it out with the magnetic one and see if they behave any differently.
If there's anything to this, Smith, we should clearly see the sharks being repelled by the magnet.
Unlike the control, this bait box is literally bristling with neodymium or rare earth magnets. Stronger than the ceramic magnets used on the shark pups, the magnetic field is wider and more powerful. But will it prevent the sharks from chewing on the exposed chum?
Oh, that's a fight. Oh, yeah, he's chomping at the bait on the box.
Clearly, right from the moment Luke laid out lunch, there was only one thing on the sharks' minds.
Oh, we got another one.
And it wasn't the magnets.
Oh, Jamie, there doesn't seem to be much difference. There's about 5 big lemon sharks around it, and they're all kind of taking stabs with their nose, and they're all kind of taking nibbles, and none of them seem to notice the magnets at all. Just to see if I can get the sharks more excited, I'm going to commence urinating in my wetsuit, okay?
Whatever floats your goat. Over.
Ah, that feels good.
Relieved that they've got such a clear-cut result, Adam heads for the surface.
Personally, I think that the sharks may be sensing the magnets, but they don't care. They know there's fish in the area.
Dude, that was totally unexpected. Woo!
They're going into this feeding frenzy sort of thing, and they're going to go for the fish. That's it.
Clearly, there's a difference between a single nervous shark pup in a pen and a shiver of adult sharks in the wild.
Magnets. How are we going to call this one?
Well, it's a funny one because I thought it was going to be totally confirmed when our small-scale test on Bimini showed the nurse sharks being clearly repelled by the line of ceramic magnets.
Yeah, but the full-size lemon sharks, when they're hungry, not so much.
Yeah, if something's going to be a shark repellent, it's got to work across a bunch of species, and we haven't seen that. I think we've got to call this one busted.
Busted.
Later, Adam puts his butt on the line for eye gouge.
So the shark bit Adam in the ass.
And coming up on the Flashlight Fable, things get a little hairy down there.
It's a little scary down here.
We have a mini myth about sharks. Comes from the movie Deep Blue Sea. Apparently there's a shark and he's cruising around. He sees a parrot about 6 feet above the water, leaps out and catches it.
That's the myth. Can sharks really see food and then attack it even if it's above the surface?
The plan for this myth is simple. First, we stick a piece of fish in the water to make sure that the sharks are biting. Then, we take a piece of fish, put it at the end of a stick, hold it above the water, see if they can jump out of the water to eat it.
Grant will be watching the action from the Deep Blue Sea.
Yeah, fishy, fishy, fishy.
At first, the sharks don't take any notice, but suddenly...
Oh, he just came right up. Bam.
The team tries again and again and get the same result.
I am totally convinced.
Absolutely. They're definitely going for the bait.
These sharks can definitely see outside of the water.
Myths confirmed.
This Mythbusters Shark Bite was brought to you by Sonic. It's not just good, it's Sonic good.
Please, don't try anything that you're about to see us do at home. Ever.
It's time to turn down the lights and turn up the fear factor to 11.
So scared of sharks. The next myth is straight off the fan site, and this one is illuminating.
What is it?
Sharks are attracted to flashlights.
What?
Yeah, I know, it sounds bizarre, but according to some scuba diving fans, when you're diving at night, your underwater flashlight can actually attract sharks.
Night dives with sharks. This is gonna be scary.
If you want to see where you're going on a night dive, a flashlight is a scuba diver's best friend. Unless it attracts sharks. The theory suggests that sharks can mistake the electromagnetic field of the flashlight for fish food. Coupled with the fact that most sharks hunt at night and all sharks are intensely curious, you've got yourself a myth.
So sharks hunt at night.
Yep.
And we have to do this.
Yep.
All right, so what's the plan?